Saying Black Ops 7 is awful seems to be the opinion that most people share about Black Ops 7 multiplayer. So today I'm going to be sharing my personal thoughts and opinions of Black Ops 7 and where I would rank it against something like a Black Ops 6 from last year. Before we get any further, real quick, thank you for all the support you've shown me throughout the videos and the live streams. They've been taking place all on this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on that. We also got some Battlefield 6 coming to the channel as well in the next couple of days. Do yourselves a favor, click that thumbs up button, man, for some good luck in your next game of Call of Duty, and let me know down below your personal thoughts and opinions of Black Ops 7. Now, I want to start off with something brand new we haven't seen in a long time: the wall bounce. I personally really like it. It adds a little bit more of a skill gap. I'm all for skill gaps in Call of Duty. A game like MW2 from just a few years ago had literally zero skill gap. I hated it. Worst time of my life. Something like this, like the jetpack games from like, you know, BO3, AW, and IW, I feel like that added such a huge skill gap. Thankfully though, the wall bounce isn't like a necessity. You don't need to be using it 24/7. And honestly, you could not use it at all and be completely fine and be really good at the game. So I like the balance between that. It's almost to the point where they almost honestly didn't even need to add it, but I'm happy that it's not super overkill, but you need to learn it or you're cooked. So that is really, really sick. I'm honestly just really glad that they're adding on to the Omni movement, because I was a big fan of it. Literally all they did was just add the wall bounce. So W movement, in terms of the maps, which I think was super important, because one of the biggest issues with Black Ops 6 multiplayer were the maps. A lot of people disliked the maps. I mean, the small ones were pretty much what everyone played, but they didn't have the greatest of flow. You didn't really have to like use your brain to think about what you're gonna do on maps like Subsonic, Babylon, Payback. Most people just play Nuketown. But the maps in the Black Ops 7 beta, I think, are incredible. I think my least favorite one is Imprinted. Is that what it is? The snow map? I'm not a fan of that whatsoever, but I think it'll come in handy, especially in the camo grind at some point. But that's besides the point. I think the maps are really, really good. And we also have another 12 that are going to be at launch. I can't imagine all 12 of those being terrible. I think it was leaked, or at least rumored, we're going to be getting like Vertigo, Yemen. We're already confirmed to get Raid Express, Hijacked, Nuketown's going to be back. I think the maps are going to be a million times better than Black Ops 6's ever were, which is awesome. Having good maps is really, really important. The post-launch content, I can't comment too much on because we haven't had any. They did promise a lot of post-launch content, and that's something Black Ops 6 lacked. So just right there, I think this game's going to be significantly better than Black Ops 7. In terms of just gunplay, just everyday gunfights, I think the TTK is a little too quick, way too quick, to be exact. Sometimes it just feels like I see an enemy, I'm already gone. I'm disintegrated. I think they need to nerf the weapons down a little bit. I don't think they're gonna add more health, so just bring the weapons down a little bit. They said that the time to kill was supposed to be more in line with Black Ops 6. I don't think it's remotely close. I feel like I'm playing hardcore with a HUD on when it comes to the time to kill. I didn't realize how fast it was until like the second or third day. I'm like, hold on, this is a little too quick. The headshot multipliers are really, really high. I feel like I'm barely in gunfights half the time. So I would love to see the time to kill more in line with BO6 like they said it would be, because there's just no way it's intended to be this fast. I did mention the weapons and how they're very, very strong. They need to nerf them, but the weapons, it seems like there's nothing like super, super hard meta. You obviously have like the Dravik and the M8, but I had a blast using the M15, the MXR. I will say though, the other two SMGs in the game, the Raiden and the Razor, did not feel all that good. And I'm gonna be honest, the Dravik, as great as it was, it wasn't my SMG. I didn't really like it. It just felt a little too slow in terms of mobility. I think the maps play a factor in this being an assault rifle game, because there are certain line of sights that are very, very long that have head glitches, so you're kind of just required to sit on that head glitch with an assault rifle if you want to get yourself a free kill. So I'm hoping some of the other maps are more SMG friendly. So far, the only SMG map I found to, you know, be actually good was Blackheart. I think that one, you're in the middle of the map with a sub, ain't nobody touching you. But I'm not sure if it's an SMG problem or a map problem. It could just be a combination of the two, but I hope the other SMGs we have in the game are a lot better. So hopefully we have that and the time to kill gets fixed, because the ARs feel insane. Literally every single one that we've used was awesome. M8, MXR, the M15, yeah, all felt really, really good. The SMGs need a little bit of work. Same with the time to kill. But a new feature they added that I really like are the overclocks. If you don't know, the equipment, field upgrades, and the kill streaks all have these things called overclocks. It's like a perks attachments that you could put on your equipment, field upgrades and score streaks that make them just a little bit better. And in order to unlock these, you literally need to use said equipment, field upgrade, or score streak. So I think that's going to make people expand their horizon, use different things, and sometimes these overclocks make a world of a difference. For instance, on the stim shots, it gives you a little bit of a speed boost. That could be between life or death, which is really, really sick. So I'm glad these are in the game. Super cool. Can't wait to see some of the other kill streaks in the game and what those overclocks are able to do on said score streaks. Speaking of the score streaks, these are the most lethal kill streaks we've had in Call of Duty in years. I genuinely can't think of the last Call of Duty game that had kill streaks this overpowered. I used most of the high-end ones, mainly the Raps and the Rhino, which is like a juggernaut robot. Very, very good. They feel so rewarding when you earn your kill streaks. And man, oh man, I hope the kill streaks feel this rewarding moving forward, just beyond Black Ops 7. I know we're eventually gonna get the Swarm. I can't imagine how good that's gonna feel. Just earning your streaks in Call of Duty is so important. Like, it's literally what you play for, right? That and your nuke. Just earning your streaks just feels rewarding once again. I really, really do like that. The VTOL warship, I've seen some crazy clips with that, but having very lethal score streaks is important because you actually feel something. You feel like you get some dope is what I'm trying to say. So W on the lethal score streaks. I don't know how I forgot to mention the biggest W out of this entire beta was the skill-based matchmaking playlist, Open Match Pit, which essentially reduces skill-based matchmaking by a great amount. If you didn't know, Call of Duty games before Modern Warfare 2019, there was no skill-based matchmaking. It was all pretty much just connection and ping related. So there's some games that were super sweaty, CDL scrim matches. Other ones that were iffy, maybe you had like 3 horrible players and 3 demons, and then super bot lobbies where they don't know left from right? And I think that's how matchmaking should be. It's great to get a little mix of all of that. And then all Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare 2019 to today, it's all based off of your skills. So it's almost like you just never get a break, regardless of what you're doing, whether you want to snipe, camel grind, or maybe even sweat it out yourself. So them greatly reducing this, I mean, in my opinion, changes everything, because all these Call of Duty games have just not been the most fun with SBMM in it. I'm really hoping when the game fully releases, we get a version like this, and maybe just a little bit weaker, because from the feedback I've seen, people are still complaining that the SBMM is high, because it is still in that playlist. Again, it's just greatly reduced. I'd like to see them reduce it just a tad bit more. I just want to get as close to the matchmaking as we had back in the day, because getting that good mixture, I think, is really, really helpful. Thankfully, the feedback on this playlist has been really, really good, but that alone, I think, makes it better than all the other Call of Duty games from MW 2019 forward, because SBMM is literally what has been killing multiplayer for years on end. I apologize for being all over the place. Another thing is weapon leveling. Now, before they turned the double weapon XP on, no joke, I think it took me like three and a half hours to get my M8 A1 to max rank. It had 50 levels to it. And with the weapon prestiges, I mean, I hope I'm able to get every weapon prestige master by the end of Black Ops 7. After they turned on the weapon XP, it felt a lot more fluent. So I'm hoping they buff the speeds, because listen, I have a lot of double weapon XP tokens, but for the majority of people, the rate that it was before the double weapon XP was egregious. It was really, really bad. So either make this double weapon XP the new base, because in the rate you leveled up was really, really nice. But I noticed that it was really, really slow at first before they turned it on. It's something not a lot of people are talking about, because they did turn on the double XP and double weapon XP fairly quick. But I'm hoping at launch, the weapons are significantly easier to rank up. Again, what they had prior was really, really bad. I've talked about the equipment, the field upgrades, the weapons, the streaks. Something I haven't brought up are the perks. Now, from a first glance, it looks like all the perks in Black Ops 7 is every single perk we had in Black Ops 6, even some of the ones we earned through events like Close Shave and Vendetta, to just name a few. One specific perk I have a really big issue with, it's honestly one of my biggest issues with Black Ops 7, is dexterity. So when you equip dexterity, you're able to ADS when you're wall bouncing, and you're able to ADS when sliding. Those two things sound very, very important. I don't think it should require a perk to do those things. I think that should just be a base thing that you do. Maybe dexterity could be mantling a little bit quicker, or maybe adding an additional wall bounce because you get 3. That'd be a little bit different, but it being like a core mechanic in the game that you literally need to have equipped 24/7 for the game to play well, not a good idea. I'm not sure if they're gonna be changing this or not. Thankfully, Perk 3 has like no other good perks in it anyway, so I don't mind having it on all year long. But still, I think if people want to run something like Bankroll to earn their streaks a little bit quicker, or whatever other options are there, they should be allowed to do that without having to feel like they need to run dexterity because they can't ADS their weapon when they're sliding or wall bouncing. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, the last thing I'll say gameplay wise about Black Ops 7 are the snipers. Now, regarding the snipers, this doesn't only apply to this game, it applies to BO6 and all the games dating back to MW 2019. I think the aim assist on snipers should either be greatly reduced or completely off. There shouldn't be any aim assist on snipers because it is it literally looks like aimbot. Some of the kill cams I was watching, they're barely even aiming down sights. Takes no skill. It is ridiculously overpowered, and this is coming from someone who learned how to snipe in arguably the hardest Call of Duty to quickscope and snipe in, that being Black Ops 1. It felt so much more rewarding to land snipes or quickscopes across the map with that L96A1 back in Black Ops 1. Obviously, it was a little bit easier in the game after that, MW3, but another game, BO3, BO4, those games felt good. It just felt like you earned those kills you got with the snipers because there was no aim assist on them whatsoever. These newer games, it's the easiest thing in the entire world. I don't think sniping now is just not impressive in my opinion, and in this game, it just looks egregious. Again, these people are like black scoping, almost just no scoping 24/7 of the time. It is so overpowered. This is coming from a player who plays on controller, who grew up sniping. Like, I'm not here to hate on the snipers, but we got to nerf the aim assist. I think it is absolutely ridiculous on them. Now, looking forward into the future for Black Ops 7, it looks incredibly promising. I need you guys to keep in mind, this is literally a beta. We're limited on maps, guns, modes, kill streaks, all that type of good stuff. This is literally a play test to just kind of completely polish Black Ops 7, clean up the bugs, and just make sure things are balanced and whatnot. So we have the entire game to look forward to. We got 16 mastery camos. I think it was, 6 or 7 guns coming at season 1, 6 or 7 maps coming in season 1, the weapon prestiges, the camo event. Like, there's gonna be so much content to grind and work on. So if your only complaint is, oh, it was kind of boring, well, it's a play test. You're not supposed to have the whole game in your hands. So I think at the end of the day, this is going to be significantly better than BO6. If you played BO6 and you liked it, boy, you're in for a good one, because I think Black Ops 7 is gonna knock it out of the park in terms of the maps, the content, the gameplay itself feels really, really good. Streaks just, they feel lethal. They feel like I want to earn those things. I'm pumped. This is the most I've ever played a beta, and I've been playing Call of Duty betas since the very first one back in BO3, and I don't think I've put this much playtime into one. It just felt addicting. I can't wait to just earn things. And this is, listen, I'm playing Battlefield as well. I'm not some COD chill. I know I may sound like one because of how much I'm enjoying Black Ops 7, but let's get it straight here. I ain't never been invited to play nothing early. I've never been sent, actually they did send me something the other day for COD Next, but that's regardless. Your boy's playing Battlefield 6 on Friday. I will be posting content on it. I will be playing Black Ops 7. I will be streaming, posting content on it. I'm on no side. I'm playing both video games and enjoying my time. But that's gonna wrap the video, man. Again, please keep it civil and leave your comments down below on how you guys feel about Black Ops 7, whether it's your own experience or just what you watched off of my content. But to wrap up today's video, man, I think the future's bright, specifically for multiplayer. Genuinely. So super excited, man. I had a lot of fun playing this beta. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day, and I'm out. Doses.